'Twas the pizza night before Christmas, and all through this pad, not a creature was stirring, except for this lad, ready to bring you some pizza night action, and always looking for pizza satisfaction. I'll be right back right after this for Pizza Night. You are looking live at Costco, where I, for the first time, will be reviewing Costco's pizza. How will it turn out? We'll find that out and more on Pizza Night. What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? Never fear, Pizza Night is once again here. So grab a can of beer or whatever is near for Friday night, the final Friday night before Christmas, December 22nd, 2017. The kitty's still hanging from the tree there. And one pizza that I've had in my sights for the entire 5 years I've been doing Pizza Night is pizza from Costco. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I finally went into Costco without a membership, by the way. I don't have a membership there. And scored their Kirkland signature fresh baked pizza from Costco's food court. Now, I'm not really even sure why they call that a food court, because it's really just a snack bar. But anyway, I digress. You can get the pizza a couple different ways. You can get it by the slice for $1.99 each. And they have 3 flavors. They have cheese, they have combo, and they have pepperoni. Or you can get an entire pizza just like this. Wow, look at that beauty. For $9.95. That is an 18-inch pizza, which is 2 inches larger than Papa John's extra large pizza. So this is like an extra large pizza. Not quite as big as that 20-inch from over at Wegmans, but let's take a look at this bad boy. First of all, some grease there on the top. That's pretty sexy. Coming on down there, showing it to you real nice and smooth. That's a really good looking pizza. Lots of browning in the cheese. And then when you get to the edges, some of those pepperonis are starting to curl up, man. They're starting to get a little bit crispy on the edges, and I like that so much. Let me go ahead and see if I can't dig a 420 slice out of here for you. There you go. It came out pretty smoothly, nice and floppy, almost a New York style, except for softer on the bottom than most New York style pizzas. Smells fantastic. Lots and lots of pepperoni on there. This thing is exciting me, guys. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it, and I'll do that right after this on this edition of Pizza Night. Alright, gang, back with Pizza Night for the last time before Christmas. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, I've waited 5 years to get to this pizza. And mainly the reason why I have is because a couple times I've tried and they wouldn't let me in without a card, even though you don't need the card to buy the pizza. But today, because it's a week before Christmas, or even like 3 or 4 days before Christmas for that matter, there were so many people coming in the door. When I walked through the door, I heard the lady ask me to stop, and I just kept on going. I didn't care, and there was too many people behind me for her to care either at that point. So I just got in the door. I got over to the food court, more like a snack bar. And, yeah, anyway, long line, long wait, because it's busy, that's all I know. But I'm happy I finally got it. I'm a pepperoni pizza freak, as you know. And, ladies and gentlemen, wow, that is sexy right there. So much pizza, so much pepperoni, so much cheese, so much sauce, so much crust, so much pizza. This looks so good. I hope I can eat even half of this. But even if I do that, it's worth it, because I think there's something like 12 slices on here, so you're paying less than $1 a slice. And yeah, they're thin slices, but these bad boys are long. Let me show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do to prove my point. It's as long as my freaking head, guys. Look at that. Isn't that something? Wow. Smells fantastic. Like I said, it's very much similar to me to a New York style pizza, except for just not as crunchy on the bottom. Looks good. Smells good. Does it taste good? Let's find out. For $9.95 for an 18-inch pizza, this has got to be one of the better deals out there, and one of the tastiest as well. This ranks right up there with that extra most bestest from Little Caesars in terms of what you get for your dollar. And it may even surpass it, because there's a ton of cheese and pepperoni on here, guys. Maybe not as much per square inch as on that Little Caesars, but there is a lot. And what is on here tastes really, really good. And I'm going to tell you one thing that you would rarely hear me say. The star of this darn pizza right here is that gosh darn sauce. Wow, that's really, really tasty, guys. First thing I noticed right off the bat, and there's not a ton of it on there. It's not like leaking out of the pizza or anything, but it's got such a flavor that it kind of slides through all the other flavors first and then comes back around and envelops them, and it's tomatoey goodness. It's tart, it's slightly sweet, slightly salty, and yeah, I like it a lot, guys. It's just thick enough to make you realize that you have some sauce in your mouth, but it's not like, you know, so thick that it's the only thing that you taste in the pizza either. So, building this pizza from the bottom to the top, sauce notwithstanding, crust is outstanding. I like it a lot. It could use to be a little crispier on the very bottom while still being very flexible and pliable near the top, and it would probably be perfection at that point. But it's just a little below perfection at this point. It tastes like a real pizzeria pizza crust, and that's what I like a lot. It reminds me of a place that used to be down the street called Pike Pizza when I was younger, with all the little pizza bubbles and imperfections and air pockets and so forth in there. I love it a lot like that. I already told you about the sauce. The sauce is the star of this show. The cheese is fairly basic, and I think because it's a very well done cheese, it loses a lot of its flexibility. It's not very stretchy, but it's flavorful, has a nice sort of feedy sort of taste to it that gives you that kind of funk that you're looking for in a pizza cheese. And yeah, real tasty there. The pepperonis are fairly basic with the exceptions of the ones on the back end, because the ones on the front end and in the center aren't giving you a lot of crunchiness, crispiness, change in texture, or anything like that. They're regular floppy, sort of slightly leathery pepperonis with a chicken, beef, pork kind of flavor. Not a lot of zest or zing, but once you get into the ones in the rear side where they're kind of crunchy, then you get that textural change that I'm always looking for, where you get a little bit of crunch to your pepperoni, and instead of leather, it's more like old leather that's, you know, really stiff and been laying around for years and hasn't been conditioned or anything. But that just gives it the best char flavor out there. Really fantastic, guys. $9.95 for this big old pizza. I can't give it too many thumb down points at this point. Just a little bit, maybe for that crust, but even then, at $9.95, that can be completely overlooked. And I'm going to go ahead and give Costco's Pizza, ladies and gentlemen, a conditional full thumbs up. Condition being maybe the crust should be a little toastier on the bottom. But I digress. It's really good pizza, particularly for something that's so mass-produced. I mean, I was sitting there watching in the window how they make the thing. The crust seems to be relatively, you know, basic, and they toss it around a little bit, stretch it out. But then they got this thing with buttons on it that's like a turntable for the sauce that puts the sauce on, and as the pizza turns, and then the lady puts the cheese on, got the conveyor belt oven, and then they got this big old thing that they lay down on it to guide you through the slicing so that you get the slicing right every time. I like that. That's a really good idea. Thanks, Costco, for using that, and thank you to whoever invented it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I will be at the Nova Pro Show, Such Great Heights, not next Friday, but next Thursday night, December 28th, bell time 8 p.m. Doors open at 7:15. A couple of big title matches, a couple big ladies matches, and more. I'll tell you all about them coming up this Tuesday on OTR. But with that said, make sure you get your tickets now, because they are running out at the Annandale Volunteer Fire Department. You can get them from Nova Pro Wrestling. Check out their Twitter at VA Wrestling to find out more. And like I said, I'll give you a preview of all the matches coming up this Tuesday on OTR. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Make sure that you join the sAs group on Facebook. Click on the link down below. Also, if you want to make some comments down below, Christmas wishes, holiday wishes, whatever you want to do so down below. Hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you comment, like, favorite, subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter at BrandonRake_SAS. When you do, make sure you use the hashtag Snack Society. And in the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas. I think Hanukkah's over, but happy Hanukkah to you too, and happy holidays to everybody. Have a good night.